First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. But tonight we start Week 9 with a good one in prime time, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Detroit Lions. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And able to get this out to the 25. Throwing to start the drive. Gore. They'll swing this out to Jenkins. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? So who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talked about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. So phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Back to throw. Gore. Checks it down to Jenkins. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down. Looking to throw. Gore. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. You talk about this Lions defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
He'll try and do this himself. And not enough for the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback who's going to his left. A little bit tougher.
Exactly.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he returns this to the 22. looking to put a drive together. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. McKinnon here, it's complete. And a gain of 5. And that'll bring up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Richardson completes a quick one out wide. And gets himself across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now Richardson. He's got the hook up here on the comeback and complete. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
19 Tiger. Ball away, trap 50. Panther 11. Go.
Back to the air with Richardson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. The Lions at 7-1 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Panther 60.
Quick throw completed by Richardson. Able to slip it, firing through. He's got space. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 60 Eagles. 60 Maverick. 60 Eagles. Mustang 19. Check smash.
He's got his man in stride, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover it. I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And Richardson going to move him around.
Street.
He'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
65. Let's go.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And they'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here. Shy of the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Judkins going to run it out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
Caught a slam. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Back to throw. Goal. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down. Positive. Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A big play there with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Richardson off the play fake. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 8 there on the 1st down play.
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 9.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. He's going to step up and run. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready, ready.
That will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Anthony Richardson scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. And York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And this is inside the 5. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 60 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now. At 11, it's 21-10.
Lions 21, Giants 10. Chad Ryland to kick off.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
Here's Richardson to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Ready, ready.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Get it. 65. Ready.
There's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21.
It's 4th down.
So the completion gets him just a yard. And it'll be 4th down.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 2. 19 Tiger. 19 tight. 19 tight. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
They'll go for it. Here's Richardson. Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
It's a turnover.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way
he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Ollie Gordon, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Giants have got it back to within a score. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield when the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
So after the field goal, Riley back out as he'll send this one away. Torrey Horton now to return it. Unable to corral him and fights through. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team. As he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Cowboy 80, Buffalo 18. Get up.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16.
42 yards.
60 Eagles.
Detroit Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Ready? 60 by 19, Warriors 70.
Richardson looking to throw. Now he'll take this and run. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
15 more yards.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcount. Touchdown! A great play there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Lions are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Giants 18. Cade York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Well, that'll be incomplete. But he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
From the gun on third down. Gore. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And a Cardinal sin there. Thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And he will bring it back. Interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. And York on now for the extra point. He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Giants 18. Cade York to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Powering forward. And he
return to get you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket. No reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And that is incomplete. The penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
But sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem there's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within your zone. Those mechanics that they work out all the time, they're there for a reason. Got to get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And that'll be off the ball too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10, just missed that one.
14 yards that time for number 14.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Back to throw again. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 25 yards that time.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Jenkins will take this one in. Touchdown, New York. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
But we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add even more to their lead. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football's really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now Richardson back to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. York able to send this one through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
25.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Richardson going to change the play here. 2nd and 4. And he's got a man downfield is Horton. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Riggs, 70.
Richardson looking to throw this. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. It looks like they'll move things around here.
18, 60, ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They coming off a touchdown drive. The last time they had the ball, that cut down the lead. Now the defense does good. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Recovered by the offense.
Looking to throw. Goal. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down 10.
Back to throw. Goal. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, a big D-line that almost had it. But 3rd down coming up. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team.
It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants are back within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. Still just a 2-score game in the 3rd quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Jeremy Chin there defensively. Now a 2nd and 6.
At the 41-yard line.
Richardson. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
The Lions will set up for the two-point conversion.
Richardson will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
36. Giants 32. Cade York to kick off.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, I look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's downfield. He's got Phantom. And all the way down to the 26. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
A gain of 52 yards. First down.
Looking to throw. Gore. That is incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. That'll be caught by St. Brown. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
The 13-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Left side, he's got the tight end, Phantom. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 7-yard line.
Back to throw. Gore. This is close. And will take it all in for a giant touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have cut it back within a score.
Chase McLaughlin.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Lions 46. Giants 39. To kick off.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Now Richardson going to shift things up. Richardson now throwing to start the drive. Looking outside, and he's got a man. That's him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll change things up. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They go play action with Richardson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but now before he takes it inside the 40. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
50 Lions. Ready?
He hits him in stride. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down.
It's a beauty ball. Brings up second and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Now it's Richardson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
19 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
To throw is Richardson from the gun on third down. That was intercepted again. It's Richardson's third of the game. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what?
And I think the ball's out. And the Lions are out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know it's coaches are screaming, just hang on.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at
Ready,
the 20-yard line.
Ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the Lions are going to have the first and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Ready. Panther 60. Panther 60. Go.
Right back to him on first down. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Started a hold as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. So the left side, it's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The rookie from Oregon on target with that one. It leads to a first down.
A gain of 21 yards.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Looking to throw. Gore. He's going to launch this thing right outfield. And that is incomplete.
They're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
They'll try again with the arm here on second down. They'll swing this out to Jenkins. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. There's a short one caught by Fannin. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
First down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Giants.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This one is complete to Jenkins. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Look at the big man rumble. And he will take it in for a giant touchdown. Harold Fannin, 41 yards. And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Giants will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try and run. Well, he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Off play action, Richardson. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
You always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there. Throw it behind it. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Cade York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Goal. And his throw is going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A gain of 14. First down, New York.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's going to be caught by Judy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Right to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky. Tuck it on in for a giant touchdown. Quinshon Judkins. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for two. They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
60. Giants 51.
Two scores down, two timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And they'll run it here. And he stopped immediately there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Buffalo 18. 19 Lions.
Now Richardson. He's got it at the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And they'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have extended their lead to 15 now here in the fourth. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Will set up for the two-point conversion.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Riggs! 18 Rattlers! 18 Warriors! 73! 3!
They'll try and throw for him. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores.
68. Giants 51. Cade York to kick off.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just haven't been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down. Goal. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. The way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. 76 yards. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
The Giants will line up.
Back to throw again. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll be out of bounds at midfield, so a solid return to the 50.
After return to midfield, I just wish we could open up the heads of the offensive and defensive coordinators because right now the wheels have to be spinning because things just change. Offensive playbook just opens up, and now defense. Do you play aggressively, or do you lay back a little bit and try and calm things down?
Well, that yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Giants' 41-yard line.
Richardson going to move him around. Quick throw completed by Richardson. And he will have the Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory. Now they'll automate to something else.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. As these guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, Huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly a disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. Just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I've never played for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Just get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Pass caught right side for him. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Offense is moving a little bit, have them back on their heels, but they're on a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try not to stand before they're backed up even further.
To throw again. And it is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense. Another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Loose inside the 40. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker. Yeah. Of course, in fantasy football, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. So they tried to tack on 2 more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point conversion just to see what they had. Who knows? But it just wasn't necessary.
So for the Lions, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Nigga say I raised bet, huh? I ain't raised bet you, dog. Put that down. Put that BT to the motherfucking A to your ass. Beat that ass. He wanted to look at my screen.
On your mark. Get set. Ray. Oh, you okay? You bumped your head. Oh. Feel better? On your mark. Get set. Oh, nice. Dang. I keep shut up. You get in the middle of that floor scratching like you crazy, like you ain't just see me sweep this floor for 30 minutes because all your hair. Rinky dink black seal. On your mark. Get set. Ray. On your mark. Get set. Go. Oh. Yellow one. Mark. Get set. Ray. Oh. No throwing. No throwing. I said don't throw it. You hand it to me. No, roll it. Go like that. Push it. Push the ball. Yeah, like that. No, push. Push. Look, go like this. Push. You okay? Stand on me. Right. Hey. Ow. Ow. Pop my foot. Yeah, get the softball.